Hi friends, welcome to the vlog. This is Nicole. I'm actually heading to a free event here in downtown Denver, and I'm excited for you guys to see why I am going to this particular event. Here we go. So I'm here at the Amazing Art Expo. It is an art gallery for local artists, mainly pop culture art, and you have the ability to meet special guests. All right.
I got you, okay? All right. Yeah, this works.
Okay.
All right. You
So
tell you.
Thank you.
Okay. I wasn't. Now.
Okay, take two. Okay.
Take two.
Yes. So, I heard you went with your friends through drive-thrus and ordered food through different characters, voice characters, and I'd like to know what Goofy ordered in the drive-thru.
Gosh. Well, they'd probably order a big old milkshake and about a dozen hot dogs. Because he loves hot dogs. Yup.
So I'm sure you recognize that voice is Goofy. This is the voice actor of Goofy. His name is Bill Farmer. He has been Goofy for many, many years. And he has done other, character voices like Pluto, Foghorn Leghorn, Sylvester. And so he's definitely a voice that we grew up as, with as kids. And he still does Goofy's voice though today. Goofy's kind of his main guy. He's done it for this ride, which is Mickey's Runaway Railway. He does it for sometimes the more current Mickey Mouse cartoons that Disney creates. He's done narrating for Disney. But yes, Goofy is his main character that he has been known for to do. And yeah, I just thought, how cool. I got to meet a character that I grew up with and loved since I was a little girl. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. So to keep the nostalgia rolling, I'm actually going to stop at this really cool store here in Denver. It is called 5280's A Totally Awesome Shop. That is literally what it's called. And I heard it's filled with a bunch of really cool 80s stuff and I think some 90s things, which kind of play on, the Goofy movie and all that came out in the 90s. So once they open, I'm going to go ahead and pop on in and we can see what cool stuff they have. There's the front of the store. So 80s and 90s, yeah. So you can see they're not open yet, but look at the posters in the front. Missing Kids, if you've seen that movie, The Lost Boys. That's awesome. And then Who You Gonna Call? Ghostbusters. Did not serve this man a chili dog. And then of course Ninja Turtles. This is pretty cool. This place has a ton of cards. Like cards from every movie and TV show you can possibly think of from the 80s and 90s. I mean, look, they got Page Master. I can't remember the last time I saw that movie. And I remember I loved it so much. But like that just took me back. Strawberry shortcake. Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh, this is so cool. Even that, look at that. Not for sale. Darn. wanted these toys as a kid. I would have been all over this. Care Bears, Sailor Moon, Strawberry Shortcake. I would have, though, been all about the dinosaurs as a kid. I was a big dinosaur girly at one point in my childhood. So these are actually worth something now. So see how they're like $12? Yeah, people collect those old McDonald's toys.
You become so evil.
Harry the Hendersons, Reese, Gremlins. Those are pretty cool. Doesn't that just want to make you go, dynamite? This old Atari set is actually pretty cool. I like the way they set it up here. Where we are going, we don't need roads. Comment if you know where that's from. So they have a lot of old cards. Look, they even have Hook. This is so cool. ABC, All My Children. Ooh, Batman. That's totally for me. And the Terminator. I think Dan would like this. Should get him like Terminator 2 cards.
I'll set it up here.
Three's Company. Dallas. Ooh, the Jaws. The action figures. I think I had her. My neighbors had him. That's so funny. It takes me back. I got Hulk.
Dark light milk chocolate topped with almonds. Let me try that. Thanks.
Okay.
This tastes as good as that. What different? Why didn't you tell me how good this tasted? This place is so cool. You can tell it like this, or like
Ponies. I actually have this one. I have that one. Tron. These are so cool. And Polly Pockets. Oh man, I love Polly Pockets. I used to have so many. It's a sore subject. I can't find them, but love Polly Pockets. It looks like they have other like rando toys here from the 90s. I even see like gargoyles and then the Simpsons. Dan would love that spot. E.T. I love E.T. And then Smurfs. Smurfs was pretty big. And they 80s, I believe. So I was definitely into Goosebumps as a kid. They kind of gave me nightmares sometimes, but I did like them. But these ones are actually not as old as the ones I read back when I was a kid. So I had to mute this part of my video. I'm so sorry, guys, but they were playing Michael Jackson in the background, so I didn't want to deal with copyright issues. But yeah, some cool VHS cassettes and this vintage spell check.
Wow.
One luck.
You got some good stuff in here.
Yeah, thanks for. Did you use it back to her? So it was like
Flintstone stuff. Okay. So one of the cool things at the event was you got to pick a free print at the entry. And, you know, these prints are by the artists who are showcasing their stuff at the event. So I thought this was actually pretty cool. I did look around, didn't really see too many things that spoke out to me that I wanted. But then I saw this one, and there was only one left of this one. And I just thought it was really funny because obviously this actually happened in Return of the Jedi. R2 got stuck serving drinks at Jabba the Hutt's, you know, I don't want to say like a party, but kind of like his, what do you call it? Like his mob team, I guess. And it was like during the time where they were going to execute Luke and Han and Chewie. But anyways, I always love that scene because I feel like R2 is actually taking his role seriously as bartender, because when C-3PO like bumped into him, he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm serving drinks." He's like, "Well, I know you're serving drinks." Like, and even when he bumped into him, R2's like, "Hey, watch it, buddy." Like, he was just really in his moment, doing his job, you know? So, I don't know. I just thought that scene was funny. And because I have a Trader Sam's bar, and Trader Sam's is kind of like a Disney theme, and I have the Galaxy's Edge bar coasters from, what is that place called? Sorry, Oga's Cantina. I had like a brain fart for a second. I couldn't remember for the life of me, even though I've been there numerous of times. But yes, Oga's Cantina. That's where that's from in Galaxy's Edge. I can't talk today, guys, so I apologize. But I thought, you know what, this would be fun here for now. I don't know if I want to frame it and maybe put it right here just for fun. Kind of deciding, but yeah, I thought it went well. It's funny, quirky, right? Obviously, he's not serving, though, the Star Wars cocktails. He's serving tequila. But when I used to drink, tequila was my drink of choice. So, but yeah, now I don't drink anymore. But I still think it's cool. And I don't know, just adds a little flair to what I have already existing. It's just nerdy. Hi, buddy. Of course, we have to do a little Arthur shout out. Hi, bud. Oh, yes. So you might hear him chew on his toy while I'm talking. Oh, gosh, look at that bunny's face. I need to wash that. That's disgusting. Arthur, you made that so dirty. Gross. Mommy's going to wash that after I film this. Anyways, also don't mind the sofa. We like to use blankets to cover it up because his nails can really dig into this type of fabric. So better keep it, you know, safe and helping our sofa last a little longer, right? Anyways, this wall. I have such a brilliant idea for this space now. I never knew what this space was when I moved here, and now that I've spent a year here, I now understand what we utilize it for the most, and that is obviously television, movies. I have my books over here. I have my games. I have my craft stuff. So definitely the play casual area. I'd like to make this wall more about cinema. Originally, I had this beautiful Western art piece that kind of really represented Colorado. It was like a beautiful landscape with buffalo and everything. But now I've kind of changed my mind. I'll use that piece somewhere else. But I'm thinking, yes, I want to do more of like a cinema kind of artwork, collage artwork over here. Part of that reason was I have a bunch of these like movie related pictures that I've had actors and actresses sign. And obviously now I have the Goofy movie one. And so I kind of wanted a space where I can show those instead of keeping them in the drawer, because that's where they have been for a while. Anyways, I have this vision of putting a really cool piece of artwork from one of my favorite artists in the center. And he does all kinds of art involving cinema, especially like old school cinema. And he has kind of like a Norman Rockwell style to it, / like 80s. I don't know. I just think his stuff is super cool. He really thinks out of the box. Like one of my favorites he did was this Jaws piece. And it was of the boys painting the shark fin on that billboard, you know, and you never see that happening in the movie, but he created the scene in the painting. And Steven Spielberg loved it so much that he gifted it to Steven Spielberg, the actual painting. But you can still get the prints. But anyways, I'm thinking I want his new one that he's doing. He's currently painting one of a video rental store. And I just think that would be so cool right in the center. And then putting my movie signature posters on the sides of it, because they tend to be a little smaller than this picture. So I think it would be a really cool idea, kind of creative, right? And yes, I'm a little nerdy at heart, so it really kind of shows a little me. I'm not like, how can I say it? I'm a mix. I love that super aesthetic home decor, beautiful, you know, fancy. But then at the same time, I do like a space for myself where I can express my little bit of nerdiness and make it fun for us. Right, Arthur? He says, yes, Mom. And look, he's getting a little cotton on my carpet because you broke a toy. Yeah, you broke a toy. Look, there's more cotton over there. Yeah, buddy. Okay, guys, sorry for how this all looks right now. A storm just came in and it's raining, so I've lost light completely. So you gotta work with what you got. I'm also so sad I forgot my mic for the filming of this video. So I apologize. You gotta work with what you have, and so sometimes I am definitely a forgetful girl when it comes to my vlogging days, and it's usually the mic, so apologies. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed all that nostalgia, going down memory lane. How cool is that? Including meeting Bill Farmer. Did not expect that. That just kind of came up when I saw an Instagram ad for it. So if that event ever comes in your area and they do have like a pretty good guest, don't hesitate. Go. You know, I got to meet a Disney legend today. So anyways, if you guys do though like pop culture stuff, I do have another video coming in the near future. So maybe like and subscribe. But also if you just like vlogging videos, I just share my life with you all and I enjoy every minute of it. And it's a very eclectic type of videos that I make because I'm a very eclectic person. So yes, please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me on the vlog today. All right, I'm about to go have some pizza and watch a movie. Take care. Bye.